What's up, CEOs? Today is our auto dealer training, and I have just been so busy during tax season that I'm going to try to do this while I am driving to meet up with the customer, okay? So I am Shamel Leonard, and I started the Auto Dealer Business School so that I could help auto dealers to put all the pieces together of this business so that you could be successful. When I first started, I just felt like I was all over the place and didn't really know what I was doing. And it cost me a lot of time and money. And I think that there should be a way to avoid that. And since I've already been there, done that, then I'm sharing that with you. So we do these weekly trainings in the Dream Dealership Facebook group. And if you want to join the training live, then you can join the Facebook group and you can get in on some Q&A, okay? So this training video is brought to you by the car title training. So I know there have been some people who have had some difficulty accessing the car title training, like the page to even get information on it. And that has been resolved. So our team had a lot going on and now was able to resolve that. But the car title training is all about taxes, tag, and title. Okay, so if you are not selling a lot of cars because you're like, I don't know what to do with these taxes, tag, and title, then the car title training is for you. What's up, Nathaniel? What's up, Full Throttle Towing? Okay. So check out the title training, car title training. If you're interested, then type car title training in the comments, and I'll make sure that you get the information that you need so that you can join the car title training, okay? This video is also brought to you by the Dealer Finance Bootcamp. So we are doing a whole finance lesson next week, and it is going to be about buy here, pay here, and third-party financing, okay? So if you also are not selling cars because you have no financing and people are like, hey, do you take payments, or can you get me finance, then this is the training for you. So we're going to go over how to structure a deal, everything that you need to know about financing, okay? I've said before that when I first started as a mortgage banker, before I was a dealer, I started because I wanted to learn how lending worked because I knew nothing about lending. And they taught me in like 6 weeks, like lending, right? So it's very intensive. So you do need a class to learn about lending. And, our lenders the reason why so many lenders don't work with small dealers is because, one, we don't have the volume to really make them money. And then two, we send them bad deals. All right. So we really do need to learn how to lend so that we can keep these dealers excited about working with, or these lenders excited about working with new dealers. All right. So take the Dealer Finance Bootcamp. Like, do yourself a favor and take the training. You really do need that training. So yes, if you are interested in dealer finance, then put lending in the comments. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. All right. So today we're going to be talking about how to structure a buy here, pay here deal. I get this question a lot. There are a lot of people online talking about buy here, pay here, how to structure it. Everybody has a different opinion. These are just some best practices that I have picked up over the years. Okay, so of course you do what you want to do with your buy here, pay here because it is in-house financing, which essentially means that you're the lender. So whatever you say goes. But you want to make sure that whatever you say is actually best for your business. Okay, CEOs, I just want to say that. All right, so these are some things that are best for your business when it comes to structuring your buy here, pay here deal. Number one, you want to charge the highest APR possible. And the reason that is because if you want to increase your options to exit out of that deal, not limit your options. And what I mean by exit out of that deal is a buy here, pay here note. It's a accounts receivable. So it's actually considered as future cash. You can actually borrow against and even sell that note to raise money for your business, okay? But a lot of the places that buy them only buy the ones that have that the structure is the highest APR allowed for your state, okay? So that's number one. You want to charge the highest APR allowed. If you have more questions about APR, what is it, etc., we'll talk about that in the Dealer Finance Bootcamp. Okay, so join there. All right. So that's number one. What's up, Lewis? Is highest APR allowed. Number two is you want to do weekly payments. I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people actually join the $1 Million Dealer Club to improve their buy here, pay here program. And then when they come in, as I'm reviewing their portfolio with them, because that's really what it is like a portfolio. It's of accounts receivables. They have all their deals with monthly payments. Well, what that does is it limits your cash flow. Your cash flow is struggling with monthly payments, right? Because you got to wait a whole month to get some cash in from your deals. Okay, so you want to do weekly payments for cash flow reasons. You also want to do weekly payment for recovery reasons. Okay, and let me explain. What I mean by recovery is you want to be able to repossess the vehicle as soon as the the buyer is late. Okay, if they have monthly payments, you have to wait a whole month to recover your asset so that you can put it back into a profitable state. Okay, that's too long for you CEOs, especially where you are in your business. So you need it to be weekly so that you can recover that asset quickly, put it back into a profitable state, and get your business a profit. Okay, so weekly payments. All right, so that's number two. Number three, you want to require full coverage insurance. Okay, so this one, a lot of people are like, well, if I require full coverage insurance, then people won't buy my cars because there are other people out there not requiring full cover insurance. Also, I already know they can't really afford full coverage insurance. And what I mean by full coverage is, if you're not familiar with insurance, is not just liability. So not just if somebody hits them or they hit someone, but to also cover anything that happens to your asset. Okay, it is an asset. That's why I keep referring to it as an asset. So your asset needs to pay off, and if your customer gets into an accident, is totaled, you don't have full coverage insurance. It was their fault, right? Is that how it works? If it was their fault and they don't have that insurance, then you won't get paid on that vehicle, right? Because you're the lien holder. So the check will be cut to you as the lien holder, okay? Or if they get into an accident and it's a hit and run, right? Nobody can find the person who hit them, then you still are, what I'm trying to say. That's not a good position to be in, right? Your asset is out there without much protection, and you don't want that to happen, okay? Let me make sure that this I had to do that real quick. All right. So you want to make sure you have full coverage insurance, okay? And so this is the thing with insurance. Customers, they'll get the insurance to get the car, right? They'll do whatever you say to get the car. Okay, you need full coverage? No problem. I'm about to go get full coverage. I got it. Here it is, right? And as soon as they drive that car off, they drop that full coverage. You need to check on your insurance, actually like weekly, right? If not, if you can't do it weekly, then at least bi-weekly, but monthly is a little too long. Okay. You want to do it weekly. All right. To check to make sure they have insurance. And then if they don't have insurance, you can force place insurance and also repossess the car. That's a violation of the terms and conditions of the deal. So it's up to you, but you need to have your asset recovered. And the reason I'm saying that is because, as a small dealer, you have to be very vigilant about protecting your profit. Okay. Because there are all these little places and spaces where profit can seep out or accidents can happen, right? No pun intended, because we are talking about accidents here, right? And so you really do have to just protect your assets or protect your profit. So yes, you do want to do forced place insurance, or you want to also, you want to do forced place insurance, or you want to repossess that car. Okay. So any questions, let me know. What's up, Lamar? All right. So what else about a buy here, pay here deal do you want to know about structuring? I think that that's all I really wanted to say in this video about structuring the deal. I'm just trying to make sure. The terms. I think the other thing is you don't want it to be too long, right? A 4-year term or 2-year term even is like discouraging for a lot of buy here, pay here buyers. Like, that's just too long, right? So you want to have it as short as possible so that they can see the possibility of paying it off. All right. And then offer them some kind of upgrade after. I do want to make sure I say that. All right. So let me know if you have any other questions about how to structure a buy here, pay here. We are going over buy here, pay here extensively. I do also want to say that I don't recommend buy here, pay here for small dealers unless you have a little bit of change, because there are, so you need a lot. It's a process heavy revenue stream. Okay. And also you don't cash out with the actual value that's in the car. So you have to have some money to be able to carry you until those payments pay off. And then buy here, pay here is great, but it's best when you have like a whole bunch of payments, right, coming in. That's where it's best. And you can only get there with being able to get the inventory and then being able to manage the accounts to make sure everyone's paying and recover on time and all that. All right. So I don't recommend it. I recommend instead that you do third-party financing, because you get cash out right away, right? So if you're charging, if your car is $10,000, you get $10,000 from the lender, you know, as long as all else is great, right? Which we'll talk about in the Dealer Finance Bootcamp. But that's what I recommend. That's what you need. You need, you know, high profit sales and total cash out in the beginning so that you can rack up the money, use it to buy more inventory, use it to get more people to help you out in your business, etc. All right, CEOs. So listen, the Dealer Finance Bootcamp, I haven't done a great job yet of posting like what people are saying about these classes, but people are saying it's a great value for what you pay. It is also very informative. It is helping them to solve a lot of problems. Like, people are having great reviews about these classes that we've been doing lately, and I am going to soon post those so that you can see. This Dealer Finance Bootcamp is going to be one of those, because financing is by far the thing that helped to change it all around for me in the very beginning. Adding the lenders and the floor plan, what? I was like, I like this business now, right? So that is where you want to be. You got to learn how to lend money. You have to learn how to set up your finance program. And that's what you're going to get at the Dealer Finance Bootcamp. So sign up for Dealer Finance Bootcamp, put lending in the comments, and I will send you a link. I am always praying for your success, CEOs, but prayer without works is dead. So you have to do some work. Okay? It takes some work out here. I tell you, if there was a shortcut, I would have found it by now. Okay? Because I have been looking. But you have to do some work. So pick what you're going to do some work with. If you love cars, that's a great place to do the work, right? Because you already love cars. And if you love what you do, then you never work a day in your life. All right, CEOs? So hopefully this was helpful. If it wasn't, let me know what you wish you would have learned. And I will see you next week with training, free training for auto dealers. All right. Be blessed. Bye.